Next, we're adding add a drop-down content control. So click to the cell to the right of branch and then click the developer tab and make sure design mode is activated. So click it so it's grayed out. So in the cell to the right of branch, back in the controls, we're looking for combo box content control, and then choose properties, and we'll give it a title, and this will be branch location. And then you'll choose down at the bottom, the right-hand side, add. And we're going to add some names of branches. And the first one, display the name, your type Chicago, and it gets repeated in value, which is fine. And the book, it says Illinois, but it's supposed to be USA because you'll get marked wrong. So it should be Chicago, USA, even though the book says Illinois. And then you'll click OK, and you'll click Add again. So these are the choices of the branch locations. This one is Los Angeles. And again, comma, USA. And then you can also press enter, and that'll be okay. And then enter again, because we're going to add another one. And this one is Sydney, comma, and this is Australia. And again, okay. And you can see your list, so if you need to fix anything, if there's any typos, you can select it and then choose modify. But I'm going to hit enter again to add, and we are up to Toronto, comma, Canada. Enter, enter, one more, and this is Miami, and it's USA, and okay. So I just noticed in the book they really wanted us to type Chicago, Illinois, and then they wanted you to click it, click modify, and then change it to USA. But we did it ahead of time, which is fine. So that's how you would modify something. So make sure before you click OK here that everything is spelled correctly, and modify if you need to make any edits. And once you're OK, go ahead and click OK. And then we're going to click to the right of feedback, and this one we want what's called a drop-down list content, drop-down list content control. And again, we'll select properties. This one is not going to have a title, so go ahead and just click add, and you'll type excellent. And you can press enter, add again, and this one is good. Enter, and one more. We'll add average, and one more, challenging. And OK. And before you click OK, make sure you proofread all of them. So this is what will be displayed when the individual selects the option down arrow. They'll have these options to select from. Once everything's been proofread, go ahead and click OK. And we're going to the right of extension. So click on right here to the right of the extension. We're going to choose what's called the legacy tools. And from here, we're going to choose text form field button, text form field. And then if you double click it, you'll get a text form field options dialog box. In the type, we'll select the down arrow, and we would like number. And the maximum length, you want to change that to the up arrow so it comes to 3. So the maximum length is 3. and the default number, type 100. And that match it in the book, so it should be number 100, maximum 3. Everything else should be the default is bookmark, and that's fine with the check mark. And then click OK. And the last one will go to the comments section on the bottom, so to the right of the comment. And again, we'll go back to the legacy tools and we'll select text form field. And then again, we'll double click it so we get the dialog box. And what we want to do here is for the text format, select uppercase. So the text format is uppercase. And then down at the bottom where it says click, where it has add help text, click that button. And then select type your own. And then we can type in a phrase here. So it should be blank, type your own, provide suggestions to help us improve our job seeker workshops with an S period, and then OK and OK. And you'll save your template. And then just scroll up and select name. And you can choose bold from your mini toolbar. And then you'll use the format painter, so I'll click home and double click the format painter, and you are going to paint all of the headings, the side headings. So double click the format painter and then position, date, extension, all the side headings. When it's more than one, you can drag across or click in the arrow. And presentations, interviews, job fairs, networking, comments. And I'll also do the workshop follow-up. Then make sure you turn your paintbrush off so that you're not painting anymore. And then you can zoom down to 70%. So you can see your entire table. Select the first 3 rows, so go to the selection area on the far left, so your mouse changes to an arrow. Hold and drag the first 3, then let go, and then hold Control and select the bottom the last 4. Control. And then what we'll do is change the size of these. So you'll choose Table Tools Layout. And then over on the far left, Properties. And we're working with rows. So in the dialog box, select row. And we want a specific height, so click in there, and it should be 0.45. And then choose the Cell tab. And you want to vertical center, so the alignment will be vertical. And then click OK. And everything is still selected, so just left click in the name box so it deselects everything. Select the developer tab and make sure right now design mode is active, so we want to make it inactive, so just click it so it turns it off. So we're going to select the position content control in the top right, and then we'll click the Properties button. With the position content control selected, choose Properties, and then you will choose Content Cannot Be Deleted. So that's checked off, content cannot be deleted, and then OK. and then you can click outside of that. And then up at the top of the document, in the Developer tab in the ribbon, there is a protected group. Select Restrict Editing, and then opens a window pane on the right hand side, and then select Allow Only this type of editing in this document, so that's checked off. And then we'll select the down arrow and click Filling in Forms. And then you'll choose Yes to start the enforcing protection. And then it's going to ask you for a password, and type lowercase Cengage, Cengage, and then tab, Cengage again, and OK. Whoops. So it's almost like password protected. You'll need that Cengage to get back into it. And then you can close out of the restricted editing. So everything is like frozen, locked. No one can make changes. And then you'll save this. And you can close. So they'd like you to do is save and then File, Close. And then you will open it up again, the same one that you just saved. Once you have your form back open, click the Developer tab, choose Restrict Editing, and then select Stop Protection. And again, in order to stop the protection, you have to know the password, so it's Cengage. And enter. Click the Design tab and choose Page Color, and we'll select Light Turquoise, background 80%, background to 80%. And then select in the name label, and we'll select the entire table. So once you're anywhere in the table, you can choose the Table Tools layout and then select and choose Table, and it selects just the table. And for inside the table, you want to choose the Design tab and then go to Shading, and they want white background 1, and then go to Borders, the arrow, and choose outside borders, and that removes the outside border they're on now. So to deselect it, it takes the outside borders but keeps the inside borders. And then you can choose Yes to start the protection again, because you made changes but you don't want it to be again changed by anyone but you. Same password, and OK. Save and submit. Thank you.